a tropical storm, I have to say, that has hit parts of the Caribbean and is heading towards the United States of America. Why am I bringing this up? We are in this part of Africa, we have a lot of sun, just a little rain. Of course, we have certain flooding situations, etc. But we always have to be grateful to God because if you look at the problems, especially the force majeure, that many people across the other side of the world, especially along the Atlantic and all the other parts that we have, and the Pacifics tend to face, and how they are always in every difficulty and challenge each year, and they tend to rise up and still forge forward with their lives. We should be grateful. And that is why I want all of us this morning to be grateful for the life that we have. Indeed, each minute of the day that you spend on earth is just a gift God has given you. Even if you're an atheist, you don't believe in God, you believe in nature, just say that it is just a gift that nature has given to you. It is not of your own. Have you ever heard of that friend who you thought would live the next few hours just because you saw him or her yesterday, and the next day you're told that he or she slept and never woke up? Your life is not yours. So that gift that you have, make it count. Keep somebody smiling today. That person could be your son, your daughter, your spouse, a neighbor, or somebody who is even not cool with you in the office. Keep somebody smiling today. As we do all that, there are other relevant matters we have to talk about. Tomorrow, at least I know, those in private schools at the basic level and even the junior high school level will be reopening. But even for the latter or the former, they will be now going through a new curriculum and assessment. We'll be looking at all that because we do know that for those who are at the basic level, that curriculum will be introduced to them from tomorrow. But there are questions that we need to ask. Does the curriculum only produce literate who are not educated? If you go to the senior high school level, does it mean that for all the structure of education we have at that level only produces bookworms, those who chew and pour? Many of us have had the argument over the period. We've had a strong debate being made by one-time dean of the law faculty of GIMPA and a legal practitioner, and Sabuchi has been raising some key issues. We want to take a look at it today on the show. The curriculum we have at senior high school level, is it just chew and pour? Doesn't prepare us for the world of work and the world of creativity. Today on the show, we're going to have the programs coordinator for the Ghana National Education Campaign Coalition, Festus Longmate, right here in the studio. Anis Hafa, a renowned educationist from our country who has spent several decades in the United States of America teaching and managing the educational structure at a certain level, is also going to join us on that conversation. We'll also hear from some representatives of the teacher unions we have in our country. It's a great debate. Senior high school level education and all forms of education that we have in our country is just preparing us for just chewing and pouring. We'll open the phone lines, obviously, and we know that many of you will have a lot more to contribute. But moving forward, we'd also have to deal with the subject of the proliferation of small arms. The concern is that we have about between 2 to 3 million small arms in our country. Many of us are keeping pistols, kafugbe, machine guns in our bedrooms, under our beds, in our wardrobes, somewhere in the house, and even in our cars. And we know that that also have great implications for us. A report by Fred Smith on how the Counter-Terrorism Police Unit has launched investigations to track, at least we know, 60 AK-47 assault rifles suspected to have been illegally procured and sent to the northern part of our country following the arrest of 2 persons. To even negotiate to buy more is a concern for worry. So we're going to have a security analyst. He's a regular on many of our shows right here on the channel. Adam Bona and he also owns a security company. He's also a consultant on the subject of security in Ghana. We'll be speaking to him. He will also speak to a representative from the commission that is supposed to regulate and is responsible for. And we have the Small Arms Commission, and we'll have a representative there, obviously, and we'll have some great interactions. But Adum Praise is 10 years, and the Bethel Choir will be passing through, because we know now we have the main show to herald or climax that great event this weekend. Make sure that you stay with us. We'll wrap up with some great entertainment. We'll bring you the latest sports headlines. We know that for the US Open are flashing medals. We have some great matches over the period, and the female world #1 Naomi Osaka has been doing some great work, and look, she did something tremendous over the weekend. She hugged her opponent, a young 17-year-old black tennis player as well, and she did great while pairing with her. But that was a great thing that she did. So AM Showbiz always is brought to you by Wick Purified Water. Make sure that throughout the next 3 hours you're getting interactive. On Facebook, JoyNews on TV is always our page. We have a Twitter handle at JoyNews on TV, and you can watch us live not only through myjoyonline.com but also through our main channel on YouTube, MyJoyOnline TV. Look, let's bring to you the latest news headlines. After the news, we'll bring to you a review of the newspapers we have in the studio. Thank you for joining us for this great ride.